Hello. In this video, we will look at Bodhicaryavatara, chapter 6, verse 34. Yadi tu swechaya siddhi sarveshameva dehinam nabhavet kasyachid duhkam na duhkam kaschidichati. I'll call up the text and read it again. Yadi tu swechaya siddhi sarveshameva dehinam न भवेत् कस्यचित् दुःखं न दुःखं कश्चिदिच्छति. Yadi, if, and the enclitic tu can mean however, can be contrastive. If, on the other hand, if, however. But often it can mean for or because. So, yadi tu, because if, or if, however, and if. Swa ichaya, by Santi swechaya, siddhi sarvesham eva dehinam. Siddhi means accomplishment or success, getting something. It's from the same root as sadhu. Deha, a body. Dehin, with the in ending. Here it's a possessive ending. That means a being that has a body, or a soul that has a body, and it's often used to mean just embodied beings, therefore human beings, like embodied souls, so to speak. So dehin means a possessor of a body. That's us. Dehin and dehinam, it's the consonantal declension. That means the stem ends in a consonant, so the genitive plural is am. Dehinam, of embodied beings. Sarva, all. Remember, this is the pronominal declension, so the genitive plural is sarvesham, of all. So sarvesham dehinam would mean of all embodied beings. The force of the eva here, the emphatic eva, just suggests it lends emphasis in the sense of without any exception, absolutely all, without any exception at all, it means here. So, and the verb to be, by the way, is just omitted. So, and swechaya, icha means a wish or a desire, with the prefix swa, meaning oneself or one's own. So, swa icha means, and then by santi swecha, means one's own wish, one's own volition. And this is the instrumental. And so swechaya, by one's own volition, that means just by wanting it. So yaditu, because if, swechaya, just by wanting it, siddhi, there were accomplishment or success or getting what you want, sarvesham eva dehinam, for all embodied beings, nabhavet kasyachid duhkam. So nabhavet, this is the optative form here used as a conditional. So if it were the case that just by one's own wanting it, there would be siddhi, there would be success, or getting what you want for all embodied beings, nabhavet, there would not be duhkam, dukkha, kasyachit, for any, literally of anybody. This is the interrogative kaha, meaning who, genitive kasya, again interrogative of whom, and I've done a note about the yes in Macdonnell chapter paragraph 119. If you have an interrogative word and you add chit to it, that turns it into an indefinite. So kada, when, as a question, when, but kadachit, at some time or another. Kasya, of whom? Kasya chit, for anybody, of anybody. So what it's saying is, nabhavet kasya chit dukkam. There would not be dukkam kasyachit, of anybody, for anybody. In other words, if you could just have what you wanted, if you got what you wanted just by wishing it, nobody would have any dukkha. Nabhavit kasyachit dukkam. Na dukkam kasyadichati. This kasyachit here is formed in the same way. The nominative singular is kaha, who, as an interrogative, and by adding the chit, it becomes kaschit. So kah, chit, kaschit. That means anybody. When it's in a negative sentence, as in here, naduhkam kaschidicchati, it means nobody. So na kaschid, not anybody, therefore nobody, ichati, wants, duhkam, dukkha. Nobody wants dukkha. So yaditu, because if, swechaya, by santi swechaya, by one's own wishing, by self-wishing, siddhi, success, accomplishment, getting what you want, sarvesham eva dehinam, for all beings, when the eva meaning without exception, nabhavet kasyachid dukkam, there would not be dukkha of anybody, meaning nobody would have dukkha. Na dukkam kasyadichati. Na kasyid ichati dukkam. Not anybody wants. Dukkha means nobody wants dukkha. So I'll read this through once more. This is grammatically a very, very simple verse, of course. Yaditu swechhaya siddhi sarvesham eva dehinam na bhavet kasyachid dukkam na dukkam kasyadichati. Once more. Yaditu swechhaya siddhi सर्वेषामेव देहिनां न भवेत् कस्यचित् दुःखं न दुःखं कश्चिदिच्छति. That's it on this video.